what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the film Transformers: The Last Knight. Now this is again directed by Michael Bay, who directed the previous films in the franchise, and you know this is also the fifth film in the series too as well. Now this is supposedly Michael Bay's last time directing a Transformers film, but he has said this before with other films and then he returns, you know. But I do know they have like a spin-off film, I think probably released, I think next year, or in a couple of years, like a Bumblebee spin-off. But I know he's not going to be directing that from what I'm hearing, you know. But anyway, he does return for the fifth time to direct this next film in the series. Now this time, like it's like the story behind this one. Oh yeah, it has Mark Wahlberg returning to as a Cade, but this time it has like a connection to like the King Arthur legend, which is kind of like confusing, you know, and I'm kind of against that to a certain extent, you know, because I knew King Arthur is like fiction, you know, right? I know that's not really real, you know, true or whatever, but they're supposedly making it seem like the King Arthur legend did exist, you know, like it opens with like a time like back in England, like I think like in the dark ages, yeah, 1600 years ago to be exact, you know. And you have like King Arthur like and his men and so on, you know, they're fighting like other like people, you know, it doesn't really stress who the enemies are that they're fighting at this period, you know. But it turns out that there was like an alien spaceship that had crashed during this period of time. Now you don't get to see the spaceship crash, you know, but they do find it, you know, and it turns out that it is Merlin who knew all along about the ship, you know, and had like a robot in it. I don't know if it was really an Autobot or a Decepticon, you know, I forgot what you called it, you know. But he finds like this robot who gives him like the staff, you know, and Merlin takes the staff, you know. So it turns out, like I said, the King Arthur legend is true, you know. So Merlin takes the staff and he helps King Arthur fight off all like the you know, like the warriors and stuff like that, you know. Plus like the robots, they do join like King Arthur and they help him, you know, and so on, you know. Because then at one point, not King Arthur, but Merlin, he's actually buried with the staff that the robots have gave him, you know. So that's what kind of the story itself is about, you know. Then it jumps to like showing like Optimus Prime, like he's like floating around like in space, you know, and he lands on Cybertron. And then like his maker, who's like this female looking like robot, she tells him that she needs his help, you know, to actually turn Earth into Cybertron, you know, like to bring Cybertron to Earth and like mold with it so Cybertron can become a part of Earth. So this means that Optimus Prime will have to like wipe out like the human race basically, you know. But she brainwashes him, she like puts something in him, I think, and it confuses him and makes him become like, I think, Nemesis Prime. So that's what the story itself is about. So we have Optimus Prime who needs to get this staff, you know, so he can help turn Earth into a Cybertron, will combine Earth with Cybertron. Then at the same time you have the Decepticons who as well, led by Megatron, you know, they're after the staff too as well, you know. Then you have Mark Wahlberg who's like living like in a, not really exile, but he's living like in a junkyard, and he has like Autobots with him like Bumblebee and some of the others, you know, and they're hidden, you know, and they learn about this mystery too, whatever. And it turns out that Mark Wahlberg's character Cade, he has like a connection to the King Arthur thing, because there's like opening sequence where they have like an action sequence where they're battling, and Mark Wahlberg, he finds like this like Autobot, you know, who was like I think a part of like the King Arthur like you know conflict that happened years ago, and he gives Mark Wahlberg this thing, like this medallion thing, and it attaches to him, you know. So then, you know, like that actually brands Mark Wahlberg has been a part, where his character Cade has been a part of the why they have to actually pursue the staff, you know, and save everybody basically. Now I thought Mark Wahlberg, I thought he was pretty cool in his role, and it's like he's having a fun time playing the role of Cade, you know, because he played it in the previous film, you know. But then you have Anthony Hopkins as Sir Edmund Burton, and he knows like the history of the Transformers on Earth, so he has like a part. Now I thought it was okay, I thought his performance was good, but it's like it felt kind of like out of place, you know. You have Josh Duhamel, he returns from like the first two, like no, the first three Transformers films, if I'm not mistaken. And then you have like other actors and actresses too as well, you know, but I'm not going to touch on all of them, you know. But the film itself, like overall, whenever like the Transformers, like the Autobots or the Decepticons, whenever they're having like fights and battles, you know, it's cool and awesome there, you know. But like it does kind of like, you know, not necessarily drag, but it just seems like it's just too much, you know. It's like it kind of like drags at time, because you know they all are after the staff, you know, the staff of Merlin, you know. So you know they all after that. Then you know like the female maker of Cybertron, you know, who made all the Autobots and so on, you know, she wants to actually take Earth and combine it with Cybertron, you know, so you know all that's going on. But I feel like it's just so much like build up and stuff, you know, like it's just like the whole movie, it flows good from like the beginning to like midway, but then it kind of like once it get to the end, I feel like it was like this drag, and it was just like, you know, too much, you know. And for my opinion, I feel like it was just too long. This movie is like real long. I mean, it felt like it was like a 3-hour movie, you know. And I think that's cool that it's an action movie. And I know like Michael Bay's movies are like that, they are very long, you know, but it just was just real long. I feel like this is a 3-hour movie, you know. Like a couple of the other standout things, I guess, from this film too was like one of the Autobots known as Codman, I think, and he's like the like a robotic butler for Anthony Hopkins' character, and I thought he was kind of funny. He provided like the humor throughout the film, you know, as well. So I thought he was kind of standout. Now the Autobots they had in this film, I thought they were pretty cool. Like Bumblebee, I feel like Optimus Prime himself, he didn't really get enough screen time out to support it. He was kind of the beginning of the film, but then he didn't really return until kind of like towards like the end. But then once he get there, he does like a lot of screen presence then, you know. But like I say, other than that, you know, this film was okay. I still kind of prefer the first two Transformers films, you know. I thought they were pretty decent and cool, you know. But overall, I think I'm going to be giving this Transformers The Last Knight. I'm maybe not giving this a C, and I would recommend this for like fans of this series because it's the same, you know, like action slam bang films that are very long, you know. So I would definitely recommend it for that crowd, you know. So that's my review for Transformers The Last Knight. I'm giving this a C. And please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment too as well.